Hi, I'm Ann Bisset, and I am so excited to have my friend Suzanne Sheely Walker. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Awesome. With me today because Suzanne has a real passion about some areas that we're all passionate about. And so I wanted to spend some time with you today, dear.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks. So this is pretty exciting, this thing that you're doing. Tell me about like the problem that you solve in the world.
Okay. I am what you call the fearless coach. My goal is to help you and others step out of their comfort zone. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and that's my mission.
I love that. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Wow, that's probably not something that people gravitate to.
Not
Yes.
at yes, not at first. And the reason I started going about this is because my friends and some of my family members went, I wish I was like you. You'll just go and do anything. And it's not that I'm fearless, but I take the step. And once I take the step, it gives you the confidence to go after some of those bigger things. And it's just my mantra, you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
That's awesome. So specifically, like who do you love to work with?
My passion is working with early career individuals. So, folks who may have recently graduated from college, folks who may be in transition from one career to the next and they have that fear, and giving them those steps so they can learn them early.
Wow. So, could you work with anyone who is looking for a career transition and running into that scary place?
Yes, definitely. That is my passion. A lot of times folks who have done things for 10, maybe 20 years, they have this fear that they can't do anything else. And what I like to do is show them if you take little steps day by day, then you'll gain that confidence to reach out to that person who could help you get into that next
Oh
career
my
field.
goodness. I love it. I'm like the queen of baby steps, Suzanne. I'm like, we're just going to baby step our way into this, especially if it's something that's big and scary.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what would be 2 or 3 tips that you might have for someone who needs to get comfortable with being uncomfortable?
Okay. Baby steps, I say. First thing, if you tend to be a person of habit and you take the same way to work every day, your baby step, your first step is to just try going a different route to work. And when you see that you were able to do that, it's going to give you just a little bit courage to do step number 2. Step number 2 is reaching out to an organization that in your mind or in your head you've been thinking, I should go to that particular meeting. You're just only going to go to the website and you're going to find out when they meet. That's your baby step number 2.
So you sort of make a virtual connection first.
Exactly.
Okay. That's pretty safe.
Yeah. And it's a little step, but again, it's getting you closer to that end goal. And the baby step number 3, for some, it may be this huge step, but all it is reaching out as far as asking someone to go with you to that particular event so you can make that connection.
So you mean actually show up?
Yes.
Well, you know, here in Atlanta, there are tons of networking or, organizations where you can go and show up. We're here at one of them with the National Speakers Association in Georgia.
Yes.
And you can come and visit. But you're saying take someone with you.
Yes. That's why it's a baby step. Because if you were truly committed to being comfortable with being uncomfortable, you would just say, hey, I'm just going to go by myself. The baby step is asking someone, you're not only helping them, but you're helping yourself as well because they'll be like, oh, I'm going to be assisting you. So it's a community thing. You don't have to walk it all by yourself.
I love it. All right, let me just play devil's advocate for 1 second.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, what would you say to somebody who says, well, I just can't find an organization that I'm interested in? Like, why should I go hang out with them? What's in it for me? You know, that WIIFM.
Yes, everybody's favorite radio station.
What you say to them to encourage them to take that third baby step?
Okay, I would encourage them because most times there is a challenge that they're going through. So I would ask them some questions. If you want this particular outcome and what you've been doing, you haven't gotten the outcome, then that means you need to take some different steps.
Yeah.
And keep in mind that you may not see immediate results, but over a time period, you're going to see just those little steps is going to increase your confidence. And just bumping into somebody that you wouldn't have bumped into could really change the trajectory of your life.
Yeah, I like that because I hear this all the time. My husband and I are involved in a number of different organizations, and people will say, well, I'm not going to go to that because I'm not really interested in the topic. But what you're saying is change your mindset, change your intention to be maybe I would like to get more comfortable talking to people,
Yes.
or I want to meet some new people. I want to meet some influencers in any area. You know, it was funny. I was talking to someone this morning, and they were saying that they spoke at an organization that was in a very specific niche, and in the audience was a CEO of an organization that she really wanted to connect to, but it was in a totally different business area, and it was very interesting to hear her just talk about how pleasantly surprised she was because she stepped out into this niche which is not hers, and then the CEO says, well, would you ever consider kind of tweaking this and coming over here? And she said, no, that's where I am normally, you know. So it was a win-win for both of them. Well, Suzanne, I love you to death.
Okay.
How can people get in touch with you if they want to know more about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable?
Okay. You can find me at www.SuzanneSheelyWalker.com. You can also reach out to me at SuzanneTalks@gmail.com.
Nice.
Thank you, Anne,
Well,
for having
thank you,
me.
dear. I love you so
Love you
much.
too.
So should we give them a little spoiler alert?
Oh, I guess only if they just tell everybody they know.
So Suzanne and I are working on a project, and it's going to come out in about 2 months.
Yes, August.
And you all are invited. And like Suzanne said, you are more than welcome to tell everybody that you know. We're going to be offering a free online workshop about exactly this topic, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable for the purpose of moving ahead in specific areas in your life. So if you're interested in that, we'll put a link to how to get a hold of Suzanne and I in this content, and we hope that you will check in with us in mid-August.
Sounds good.
All right, have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.